What up? Jeff here with all my ICP and Bitcoin renegades. Today we have an amazing topic that we're going to discuss about how AI will shape the internet computer. I'm actually going to change that title to Internet Computer, ICP, and Web3 because it's gonna be an integral part of this process of reshaping the entire Web 2 into Web 3. That doesn't mean Web 2, our traditional internet's going anywhere. It just means there's an upgrade that's happening right now, and AI is a huge part of that. So that's what we're going to discuss today. But before we get to that, we are going to give some good news. We just got a new moderator on the channel. His name is Clipster YT. He has his own YouTube channel. He's my friend in real life. And so he will be added to the list of moderators now, and I will add him in the chat here. I do need to share this out to Twitter. I was getting everything ready for this video because we have a lot to discuss, so let me just share that over to Twitter really quickly. I can just copy paste real quick. Have a pre set thing and then just add Web3, some tags. ICP. What's up, King Love? How are you today? This is an exciting video. I've actually been waiting to make this video ever since Dominic Williams has been talking about AI. And I have some great articles we're going to discuss. And then we're also going to discuss how that is going to shape the future of Web3. So, Web3, that should be good. Boom. Let's share it over on Telegram too, actually, just for the mods in that group. Okay. MD Ford. So much going on with ICP. I see. Okay, we'll talk about that later. So let me share my screen with you. I will be watching the comments over here on my phone. If I can kind of see off to the side here. All right. So let's get into this as I share my screen with you guys. You're going to see how. Okay, which one? How AI is very important, not only in the future of blockchain, but in the future of the way that we see technology as well. So that's what we're going to talk about kind of first. So decentralization is a fundamental tenet of Web3. Web 2 uses HTTP to locate information. Now, the cool thing about Internet Computer, is it can actually use these HTTP outcalls on the blockchain. Ow, my cat is terrorizing my back. Which is done using unique web addresses, which Internet Computer can do. Web3, by virtue of being blockchain-based, would allow information to be stored in multiple locations across the network. This would allow users to have greater control over the vast databases that internet giants such as Google and Meta currently hold. And so Internet Computer is definitely going to be up here in one of these categories, but as a Web3 infrastructure, Web3 will allow users to sell the data generated from disparate computing resources such as mobile phones, desktops, and appliances if they wish to. This ensures that users retain control over their data. Permissionless and trustless. Web3 is based on open source software and is decentralized. We're getting into the AI part. Don't worry. Web3 apps that run on blockchains are called dApps, decentralized applications. So it's just like an app on your phone, except it's decentralized on the blockchain. If it's Internet Computer, if not, it's stored on AWS somewhere, most likely. So most of it is. So artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning. Web3 will use technologies based on semantic web concepts and natural language processing to enable computers to understand information like humans. So artificial intelligence, they can add this kind of learning information into the Web3 infrastructure. Web3 will also utilize machine learning. This branch of artificial intelligence uses data and algorithms to mimic human learning, slowly improving its accuracy. So that's the thing about AI. It's like humans, right? It learns over time. Practice makes perfect. And you can actually quit chewing on my cord. So you can basically teach this thing over time how to improve the blockchain, the code, make it more secure than it already is, make these dApps run better, make them work better in the algorithm, right? And use algorithms to mimic human learning. So it's gonna learn everything on the internet just like we do on YouTube. We learn the algorithm, we get better, our views get better, stuff like that. This will be the same thing with blockchain. It will improve all of it, its accuracy, its timing, its security, and just make it easier to use. So author is Akash Tekyar. Shout out to him. These capabilities will allow computers to produce more relevant and faster results in many areas. Same with blockchain, right? So the connectivity is a huge part of all of this, especially with projects like the Origin Foundation. While they are tying to real world assets, if you saw Guido Val, he had real world paintings tied to an NFT. That is really cool stuff. So information and content are more connected with Web3 and are accessible by multiple applications. Additionally, there's an increase in the number of devices that can connect to the Internet of Things, which is IoT. It's a huge part of blockchain, Web3, and the future of technology, trading, commerce, all of that. So it has a very important role to play here. So you have the decentralization, connectivity, artificial intelligence, trustless and permissionless, 3D graphics, and semantic web. So the key features of Web3 are very important, and artificial intelligence is a very big component of this Web3 key feature. So what we are going to be talking about is how Internet Computer is going to take this AI Web3 infrastructure and use it to not only fund projects, but to kind of build an self-learning, blockchain that can basically update itself. Right now, there's a lot of updates that happen to the Internet Computer constantly, right? And so this could do that, but it could learn, better ways, faster ways, even sooner updates, stuff like that. So before we get to that, I want to talk about this. We're going to continue kind of on the Web3 thing, then we'll get into how that kind of affects the Internet Computer. So 12 ways Web3 media could embrace AI. And this is talking about like content, chats, all of this stuff. Like you can write a letter with AI. You can, write, paint a painting in AI, online, right? But so you can do all sorts of things. So from chatbots to deep blockchain data analysis, artificial intelligence can help Web3 news organizations function. So as these news organizations start to go onto Web3, like we could probably see Decrypt, they already have, or they're getting their own token. So maybe they will, deploy something on the blockchain. There's a lot of those already. Even on ICP, there's places where you can go and write articles and stuff. So there are plenty of pitfalls too. And that's the problem. A lot of people are scared, even people writing these articles. No offense to this person, Jeff Wilzer. Shout out for your article. But it's just the fear that goes into that. And there are problems, of course, but a lot of that's just fear of the unknown. This article was not written by AI, but will that be the case in the future? As questions about artificial intelligence dominate every industry from crypto to law to farming, it's only natural that newsrooms too are weighing the promise and the peril. So artificial intelligence will soon transform media on a scale and pace that rivals the internet 2 decades ago. And this is a huge part of Web3. Like I said, is artificial intelligence really going to provide a lot of things, not only for just the code and the updates, but also you can write articles. There will be, places where you can do that on Web3 too. And it's pretty cool. So the media companies that survive and thrive will be those that adapt quickly to fast changing consumer needs. So that's where blockchain comes in. This is the future. People will get on board eventually. Same that happened with the internet. That's just the way society is, So Which brings us to the spirit of this exercise. How could a savvy media website, specifically a Web3 focused publication such as CoinDesk, I said Decrypt, but CoinDesk, of course, that's what this is, smartly use AI in the future? Will us fleshly organic humans, with our pesky needs for sleep and food and paychecks, soon be replaced by machines? Well, this will only be partially because those machines always have to be maintained and updated and monitored to make sure that they're doing stuff. So yes, some jobs will get replaced, but that will make more jobs. And it will make people kind of adapt faster as well. And do a job that's really more technical than and learn one skill that they could use to like program a machine or repair or something like that that has to do with the jobs that got lost, right? So there's always another job if one gets lost to fix the machines, to maintain, to clean, stuff like that. So, and is it worth even opening this Pandora's box? I think it is. I think there's a first order question for newsrooms to ask themselves, which is, why are we even using these tools in the first place? Is there a need? Okay, all this. So, head of the AI and Media Integrity Program at the Partnership on AI at Nonprofit. Okay, anyway, to the mandate. Okay. Anyway, yes, AI can be leveraged as a tool to support sustainable journalism with some important caveats. It could give a boost to small local newsrooms, for example, which might otherwise be headed for extinction. This doesn't mean that AI should replace the human writers and editors. Yeah, and so I don't think so either, because I mean, how much can you really trust a robot over like a human has compassion and stuff like that? And so you would kind of lose that heart behind pieces when you just completely replace with AI. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to give you guys examples of things you can replace with AI. These media outlets. They even have deep fake videos where you could just make a completely generated news broadcast with AI, and you wouldn't even need a human either. So these things on like imagine Hot or Not, having like an AI video platform, like a section of it, not the whole thing, but like a section of it just for AI videos and stuff like that. And some of these, news outlets have like an AI portion to their section, right? So there's lots of ideas, and the reason we're talking about what kind of stuff can be done with AI is because of this. We have seen AI just take off with Chat GPT. We've seen these kind of things where people just, if they need a quick letter to somebody, it can help you with your resume. The AI just has endless possibilities. So Internet Computer, they are giving a $5 million token grant. It will fuel decentralized AI development. Now, we've heard Dominic Williams talk about this. And now they're putting their money where their mouth is because they see AI is going to be a huge part of the future of Web3. Hey, what are you doing over there, bro? You gotta calm it down. Sorry, the cat. He was getting into something over there. So, projects can receive up to, he's a kitten, mind you. Here, hold on. Had to get rid of that bag over there that was making all that noise. So, um, projects can receive up to $100,000 in ICP tokens to build artificial intelligence tools using the Internet Computer Protocol. What's up, Clipster? Let's make you a mod now. Add as moderator. Standard. There you go. You should be mod now. Let's get on with this. Let's see. Everybody hit that like button. Let's go. A new $5 million grant program aims to advance artificial intelligence applications in the realm of blockchain technology and smart contracts. Launched today by the nonprofit Definity Foundation, the program will fund the development of decentralized artificial intelligence, or DEAI, decentralized AI for short. Grants will be awarded in 5, 25, 50, and $100,000 increments of the Internet Computer ICP tokens. With the $100,000 level reserved for larger teams or developers that have already completed work under a smaller grant. So if you get like a 50K grant or a 25K grant, you'd go from probably 25 to 50. Or if you did a really good job and the project blew up and provided a lot of value, and you have another big idea that could really advance that project, they would go for the 100. Now, if you did decently, you reached your milestones, you did everything you were supposed to, and you have kind of a bigger vision and they agree with it, you could get the 50K. So same with the 5K. If you overachieve on the 5K, then they'll move you up, which is cool that they're putting so much money into AI on the internet computer. So this is pretty interesting. They're looking for serious people who can make use of the internet computer's AI compute units. Dfinity Foundation founder and chief scientist Dominic Williams told Decrypt in an interview, "We're extra keen on that application." Now, this is huge because before there were only a few blockchains that were considering using AI or even had the functionality or the kind of resources needed to do that, which is you have to have a blockchain that utilizes completely on-chain data, which means they don't use a cloud. Because what happens, the AI malfunctions and inadvertently hacks AWS or something. Like we get some kind of mean AI that hacks everything and just like black holes a bunch of information from the blockchain, right? Then it's gone forever. You can't do that on the internet computer. It's completely 100% on the blockchain. So, and that's just like a Terminator type deal if that happened. But the internet computer blockchain will serve as an autonomous cloud that allows AI models to be fully decentralized and function entirely on the blockchain without the need for centralized cloud providers. Just what I was saying, without the need for centralized cloud providers like Amazon Web Services, because you never know what could happen with there. They have complete control. They can turn you off at any time, like flip a switch and just say, nope, we're not going to give you your data. You violated this, or our policy changed, or it's policy, or anything that could happen, right? I'm not saying that always happens with AWS, but I've seen it. Williams pointed to projects that are already using AI on the internet computer blockchain, including Dmail for decentralized email, and Itoka, a platform for creating AI-generated music. So that's pretty interesting. They're already using it for music now. Another use case that is pretty interesting for the future of music, for finances, and for just the foundation of Web3 of what it can do, right? So in May, the Dfinity Foundation organized the BIDL Bitcoin Hackathon, for which over 200 developers collaborated on decentralized apps to support Bitcoin transactions on the internet computer blockchain. And we saw a big rise in CKBTC volume. It went up to several $1,000,000 on just ICP swap. So while it has become trendy to shoehorn artificial intelligence into Web3 projects, Williams says the idea is to move past blockchain theater and focus on merging AI with blockchain technology in a meaningful and productive way. So you're hearing a lot of people talk about their blockchain supports AI, Williams said. What they really mean is that the wallet has an integration for ChatGPT or something like that. It's just hot air and nothing to do with AI and blockchain. So this is why I love hearing Dominic Williams speak. This guy, he knows what he's talking about. He knows the behind the scenes of everything. So you can't trick him. Like I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that it's just a kind of a back end from an integration or like a plugin from a wallet or something. That takes somebody who knows what they're doing in the code and like in the back end, the behind the scene, the front, all of that. Just like a really intelligent person. And so he calls them out on their BS. All of your stuff is stored on the blockchain, BS. It's stored on Amazon Web Services. Are your NFT stored on the blockchain? BS. There's a link to a JPEG, but the actual NFT is probably stored somewhere on the cloud of Amazon. The Definity Foundation claims that using internet computer for training AI models offers several benefits, including operating in a transparent public network with secure and verifiable AI execution and trustworthy results. We're doing it for things like medical AIs, Williams said. If you want to create a large language model specializing in dispensing medical advice, it becomes very important to know the models and your prompt response hasn't been tampered with. So that's pretty interesting. Let's see what this is down here. Artificial intelligence. So yeah, just more on artificial intelligence, chat GPT. But that's what I wanted to touch on for a second. Let's talk about that now, just for a quick moment, because this is super important with the development. Not a lot of blockchains are actually putting money into it and to develop. A lot of the blockchains seem like they're just trying to make a quick buck, even the bigger ones. But some are really, really pulling forward with everything. So that's the thing about the internet computer. It can do it all. It can do things that it would take about 10 other blockchains to do. So this is why you see the integration with Bitcoin. That's why Vitalik, I know I've said it 1,000 times, but he calls Internet Computer a sister network to Ethereum because it's going to be directly integrated. You're going to be able to use Ethereum on the Internet Computer and vice versa. You're going to be able to interact with different dApps on Ethereum from your ICP wallet, like we've already seen with Uniswap. We're starting to see AI get integrated where you can have a new version of like, chat GPT, but completely on chain, and not just like a plugin or like an extension from, a wallet or something else like that. Or, it really, so all that, what I'm saying is like, you'd need Polygon, you'd need, Flexa, like there can be payment systems on the internet computer. You could make like a Flexa type deal. And that's going to come soon. Watch. On the internet computer, there's going to be some kind of payment system, whether it integrates with Alchemy Pay. There's got to be some kind of onboarding to fiat. And so, what AI could even do is help come up with some of these ideas. How can we ask AI? How can we improve Web3 with AI on the internet computer? Ask it that, and it could probably come up with some ideas. So there's endless possibilities. Dominic Williams is talking about integrating it for like medical advice. You know how like when you get sick or you don't feel good, you kind of, before you call your doctor, you try to kind of narrow down your symptoms onto what it might be. That's the age of technology. That kind of sucks because then you get kind of like hypochondria or a hypochondriac situation where you just think you have all sorts of stuff. So you got to be careful with that. But like it would be a high level knowledge. Like you're getting not advice, but you'd be getting like just a little bit of guidance through AI onto like if you have a medical question or say a doctor, has like all these different patients and he needs to figure out like what medicines to give each one, and AI could give him a list of medicines for their certain disease or something for what he could choose on the blockchain, right? So it could really like even dispensing medication, it could keep track of everything instead of like, just having a traditional AI, do it. It could categorize things and it could chart things and just do all sorts of just different things. It can write novels. You could have like a weekly, like people have book clubs, right? You could have like a weekly book club with like an AI written book every week. And it would be completely written in AI. It'd be completely like it would be an online thing that you did on Web3, where you just kind of meet like on Zoom or something like that, and read a completely computer generated book, or a completely computer generated game. We'll be playing games built by artificial intelligence, a game built by basically a game, right? So that's the future, and Internet Computer is funding that. They're putting their money where their mouth is. That's how the community award grant used to be. If you did good, you could get 5, 25, 50, and then if you came back 100K, that's how the developer program used to be. So they really put their money where it needs to go, right? They saw that AI is the next evolution or next piece. Let's just say puzzle piece. because as you saw on this AI or this Web3 model over here, it's a big one of the big six pieces of what Web3 is, and machine learning. So these are the things that are going to be the big components. And the huge thing that Internet Computer does is it takes the traditional web and it can call on it from the blockchain. And that is something Web3 most cannot do directly, right? They have to probably use a cloud service or some other way of doing things. So anyway, let's move on to more. Let's see, I got you over again. Let's move on to more AI, and this is Definity. They are talking about the exciting times that are ahead with decentralized artificial intelligence on the internet computer. So this is them. They're Definity Foundation tweeting this out with DAI, decentralized AI models will be breaking free from the centralized cloud providers and embracing decentralization on the blockchain. So this is really interesting. I wanted to show you guys this as well. The swap posted it out, but there is an AI portal on Discover where you can go check out all things AI over there. I'm actually going to grab this link for you guys. Well, actually, to the tweet. Let's get the link. Let's see. Can I copy that? Let's send you the link directly to Discover over here. Let me know what you guys think about AI on the internet computer, and let me know what you think they could use it for, because I gave you several ideas. The articles gave you several ideas, but I want to know your ideas on that as well. So let's go over here real quick to this AI group on Discover. Let's just check it out a little bit. I didn't plan on doing that, but hey, it piqued my interest, so let's do it. So for right now, it's kind of a smaller group. I'm definitely going to join up. 87 people, which it's not bad. I think they just probably made this recently. Here's a great resource for all of you looking to use AI to speed up your productivity. Okay. What is it, though? Chat Fuel AI? Okay. Flicky? Jasper? All right. Chat GPTE? Huh. I wonder if that's on the internet computer. Can I see this picture? No, it's not. It doesn't look like it's on the internet computer. Let's see. GPTE. Yeah, no, this is definitely is not on the internet computer. Okay. But as you see, look at all of these things that the AI can do: audio, design, video, right? Design, image, design, productivity features. I mean, helping you run your business. So this is all really just interesting stuff that AI can do that Norton AI. Okay, you don't need this on the internet computer. Creative writing. Okay, that's not Norton antivirus. That's a productivity. Okay, I was like, you don't need that on the internet computer because it's completely secure. It basically has its own built-in firewall type deals. So you don't need a firewall. Audio, productivity, design, video. There's just a whole ton of stuff. Writing that you can do with AI, and then it goes over into the medical features after that. So, while we're on the topic of Discover, I just wanted to shout out our ICP Renegades group, which is going to be our NFT project. We got over 100 new members in like the last two. It was like one day we had like 90 new members, and so we have over 100 new members now in the last 2 days. So that's awesome. Shout out to Clintum, TWC ICP dash ICP. Hey Clint, John, of course. Here he is, John ICP, and everyone else, Lalud, Esfron. I mean, we've had some real big interaction over here, comments, just posting cool stuff. So The NFT project is being listed on Yummy right now. What we are waiting for is the photos to render. They're very high quality photos. So our estimated time for that we planned on listing in August. So it has been listed. We are just waiting for it to render now, and we will update you on that in the coming day to week, or whenever we have some information on that. It will be before the end of this month, though. We can tell you that it will be ready for purchase and everything, but it has been listed. Just to let you guys know, these are our NFTs. Everything is going as planned. Just the photos or the NFTs are very high quality, so please just be patient with us as this process happens on Yummy, and it will definitely be worth it. We could have decreased the supply for you guys and just kind of kick them out there a little bit faster, but we wanted to really have you guys have enough playable NFTs for the game, and still have it be very rare at only 555. So that's our portal. Please smash the like button for this video. We need to get the word about AI out. Let's just talk about that for a second. What's up, Motivational Sub? Nate, what is going on? This will help them next bull run. AI is the rage. Yeah, and we'll get back to my homie NV Ford's question at the end too. Don't worry, I didn't forget about you. Yeah, you're so right, Nate. That AI is probably going, if we can get enough projects, it's going to help lead ICP into the next bull run, and not only just for internet computer, but imagine when this ETH integration happens, right? So we have the Ethereum integration, then we have AI that can now be used on multiple different blockchains through an integration that doesn't have a bridge. The AI can't be tampered with, like tamper with the code and have the AI become malicious or something. These are the things that you need to think about, because AI is just what? Code, right? When it comes down to the very base of what AI is, it's code. And if somebody can get into that code and tamper with it because it's just AI, then that AI could become malicious. It can, become a bad actor in itself. So what happens with internet computer is it's completely secure and safe, that AI cannot have like some back end code put into it, by a malicious actor, a mad developer or something, that really just has, a vendetta or whatever. And so this really will keep AI safe from that kind of thing. So this is the future. AI is definitely going to be an integral part of building any kind of Web3 layer one blockchain in the future. Everyone is going to have AI implemented. So let's go to one more thing, and then we're going to call it a day after we answer a question. I have a meeting at 11 with a developer. So for our game, this week, artificial intelligence with Definity. So I do also want to shout out Hot or Not, TikTok on blockchain. Bet on your favorite creator and earn crypto rewards, all in short-term video format. But this is what I wanted to talk about right here: internet computer developments. According to Dominic Williams, of course, the use of AI is hastening the development of Web3 by enhancing the speed of coding. There you go, speed of coding. Auditing, which is going through all of your records, making sure everything is legit, and learning to, help productivity, to make things more efficient, faster, cost less, everything like that. So use of Chat GPT is speeding the creation of canister smart contracts in Motoko and Rust. So it's already helping build, a more a bigger foundation for smart contracts on the internet computer in their native language, Motoko, and also the language of Rust, which is a big Web 2, language that people learn to code with, right? And so the next step is just Motoko, which is internet computer, Web 2, advanced Web 2, move to Web 3. That's what I'm saying. So that is what I wanted to let you know about. That is that there is major things besides just making video content. The productivity part is speeding the creation of canister smart contracts. So I think that's very important to note, that it can update the code, and it's doing it already. That is something that I didn't know. Let's go up and answer his first question, and we'll get to the second. So he says, so much going on with ICP. I see a $200 price point next bull market with a 90% drop. The following bear market back down to $20. Dang, dude, that's like almost exactly on my bottom end for the next one. And 200 is a possibility. I was thinking more like 100 ish. But I don't know. We'll see. Drop the fall. Okay. Which is about 4 or 5x where we are in this bear market. And I agree with that. $20 is probably where we're going to hit there. So let's go down. Okay. So CKBTC keeps ICP relevant for good by itself. CKF makes other blockchains redundant. AI and IoT applications built takes this to another level. You're right. So that is what I was talking about earlier, is the Internet of Things. It's very important to have real world assets tied to the blockchain for safety, security, and basically authentication. That is the big thing in our world today. There is so many things that you buy out there, like on eBay. Say you buy a sick pair of Nikes. They're $200 because they're like a $600 pair. You think you're getting a great deal. You're like, cool. I can either keep these, put them in my collection, or I can resell them for $400. They're worth $6. I could double my money, right? So you make money, I make money. Well, you get them and they're fake. You get them and they're not the shoes that they promise. You're like, well, dang, I wish there was something that could keep me safe from buying fake objects. And women, like, I'm sure almost a lot of women that buy high end stuff probably bought a fake purse in their day. So it's that kind of thing. And like a watch, you want to know the watch, or even a diamond ring. You want to make sure that your engagement ring to your wife or your wedding ring is a real, authentic ring. So what you can do is put a model on the internet computer, kind of like the Origin Foundation does with jewelry to watches and jewelry to maybe diamonds and stuff too, maybe rings. I don't know. For all I know, they do watches. But anyway, so they could take that model, and so it would be like an eBay type store, right? And what it would do is you'd have to have like some kind of authentication that shows like, hey, this is where I bought it from. This is what it is, or even get it tested somewhere. Have a jeweler test it and say, yes, this is 100% 24 karat gold, 12 karat, whatever. This is 12 karat gold. This is a princess cut diamond with this clarity, and then have it stamped and put in the blockchain. Make sure it's real. Then when you get that authentication is in a smart contract, so it can't be tampered with, so that you know that the item that you get is the exact item that is promised, and that it's authentic and it's real. So that is going to definitely be for sure. So borderless and free artificial intelligence is definitely a scary proposition. Yeah, just letting it have open access to everything, like in a smart contract that can't be updated, that is a little bit scary, because if it gets out of control, you'd have to have a governance system in place. That's what would have to happen. That if the AI, kind of went wonky, or just does some things that you don't want it to do, you need to have like a governance, like decentralized governance, like the internet computer has, that where you can just vote to shut it off, and have like an access through only smart contracts to shut it off through voting. And that would be a way to control, like, if something does happen like that, that there's always something to back that up. So would want to keep AI away from Bitcoin and the future internet that permissionless, but that's just me. So wouldn't that be crazy if they, took AI and basically made a new Bitcoin, like an AI, like a blockchain that's completely ran by AI. Like there's no actual people. It's just ran by an artificial intelligent person. Does all the marketing. It does, like, that's the future of blockchain right there. So thank you guys for all the great comments and questions. We're gonna call this a day. Definitely looking more into AI. Keep an eye out for Definity. And if you know of projects, see, that's what I couldn't find today that I was looking for, is like projects already building and implementing AI on the internet computer. They're probably just building right now because this is fairly new. this $5 million grant is fairly new. So these projects might not even be up and running yet. Some of them might be though. So if you know of any, let me know in the chat. Congrats to our new mod, Clipster YT. Check out his channel too if you want. He does Fortnite content, and we might get one more moderator, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. That being said, goodbye and good ICP. Bang!